You are listening to the Educated Podcast.
Boom, boom, boom. Yo, you're right, man.
The episode that shall not be named.
Yeah, the one that didn't go live. The
Yeah.
one that got away. Having issues with internet connection, which better be fixed for the weekend.
Who are we with? Who provides the studio with internet?
Is it British
access?
Telecoms?
BT?
Yeah, is that what it's short for? Them.
Them motherfuckers at BT.
In their ivory tower don't appreciate our podcast.
No. Do you know how many people stream us?
Do you know that we get about... Well, we get views, but the amount of views that are over... What, that are over like a couple of minutes long.
No, it doesn't matter.
If it's not them views that Facebook forces on you, you know, when they... What do they ask you to do? When you scroll
please
in,
watch
it's
this
like a
video.
3... It counts if it's on your screen for 3 seconds or something like that. I
Does
think
it?
it counts as a view, yeah. So then they have their own like metrics for like how long people have watched for and whatnot.
Yeah, is that how it works?
That's how it works when they're not bloody siphoning your information and selling your nan's number to crazy telecom people.
Oh, Cambridge Analytics.
Yeah.
So, right.
I never liked them bloody questionnaires.
You know, there's been this big breach now. I think, and I've just plucked this out of my arse because I'll be honest with you, I've not read up on it. Do you want a brick?
No, I'm cool.
You sure? Because it looks wobbly.
No, it's solid as a rock now.
Alright, okay. So, you know how there's been this big breach? I'm not sure that, so Facebook, it come out about a month ago.
Yeah.
That Facebook was selling all your data to Cambridge Analytica and how much...
I bet you were like having kittens inside. You were like,
Skynet.
I knew it the
I've been
whole
saying it
time.
for
Yeah.
fucking years, haven't I? Anyway,
And they were doing this in what, 2014, so...
since the podcast, basically.
So, no, but...
when I started telling you.
But I mean, 2014, like, 4 years later, what else crazy shit have they done in between? Now,
I
like,
know that-
oh, yeah, we'll tone it back, I guess.
yeah, so what I'm saying is, so this come out a month ago, didn't it? And then he was going to have to, maybe 2 months ago. Come out this year, definitely.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden, Cambridge Analytica have had a breach in the security. Do you not think that the press, by telling everybody what Facebook had been selling and what they actually had on you, do you not think that that caused someone to hack them? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, the press have fucking bigged it up loads. Like, Facebook have got all your text messages. They've got everything. You know what I mean?
Oh, what? So
Linked to
someone's
your
gone
account.
Like, oh, I wonder
So
how
someone's gone,
strong this
yeah,
Cambridge Analytics.
Cambridge Analytica is, and then they've gone, fuck, that's worth a lot of money. And then some, I'm just going to use Russia because they're the current bad guys at the moment for some reason. So some Russian hacker or something's just gone, fuck this, watch this. Just hacked it and robbed all the data.
Poor Russia. It's not their fault, and you're throwing
No,
shade
but you know
their
what I
way.
mean? Or okay, some Uzbekistani. I don't know, just a random person. It could be an American, British guy, whoever, but somebody has fucking jacked all the information because it's been so publicised that they were like, fuck, that's a motherload. Do you know
Yeah,
what
I mean, information is king in it these days. Our phone's recording every little thing. I'm getting well into this watch now. Done the sleeping thing you said. Got a little app that
Yeah.
now it automatically knows when I've gone to sleep, and then it'll like
Wakes up.
trace
Yeah.
my sleeping pattern and whatnot, how much I rest,
What's your
how
average?
restless I am. 20% awake, 20%. No, not 20%. Fucking hell.
Mine's bad, you know.
Bad, you know. It's a bad, you know.
It's
Why?
bad, you know.
Why is it bad?
Let me get my Fitbit one up. So if I go on my sleep,
Sleep plus, man.
is that what it's called?
So yeah, last night I slept 3% was restless, 6% awake, 91% restful.
So I'm going sleep on average for 5 hours 35 minutes a night.
Yeah, mine 5:36.
Is it? Shit. Do we just become best friends?
I'm getting that one more minute than you, bro.
What's your favourite dinosaur?
We should just get rid of everything. More room for activities.
Run in there now. Lucy, can we turn the beds into bunk beds?
What beds?
Doesn't matter.
But yeah, your phone's literally doing like I set reminders now on my watch, and it has my favorite places. So I'll go like Siri. Well, I won't say Siri. I'll just say, I'll press the button and then go, remind me to blah de blah. Like
Yeah.
today I had to send off the meter readings for the electric and water. It's like, remind me meter readings. And then it comes up with like time zone or whatever. And I just click zone and then home. And then it's just like, as soon as I get home, my watch goes meter readings.
My phone now, so you know it tracks your data to like what apps you use where.
Yeah.
So my phone now, when I open it, when I get up in the morning, the first time I open it, it does nothing. Because every morning I check, like I told you last week, I check my news and all that shit in the morning when I wake up.
Yeah.
And I walk downstairs, put my headphones in, and as soon as my headphones connect, it says, "You're at home, open podcast." Right? So I click
Yeah.
that, like a little tab bar comes down at the top. Click that, opens podcast, brings up the last podcast I was playing. Play that, carry on. As soon as I get in the van, so then I come home, I turn my headphones off. So they Bluetooth desyncs. As soon as it syncs to the van, it just opens podcasts
Yeah.
automatically and presses play as soon as I get in the van. Then when I walk out of the van and go into the gym, so it turns the Bluetooth off at the van, I turn my headphones back on,
And it'll start again.
it starts Spotify
What, instead of podcast?
instead of podcasts, because when I'm in the gym I listen to Spotify
Nah.
and it knows where I am and it just says,
Really?
"Do you want to open Spotify?"
All right.
And I just click Spotify and then it brings up my last playlist, which is normally my gym playlist.
Yeah. I think I was thinking about this with my watch, paying with my watch, because we've been away with her family. We went to Cotswolds over Easter, stayed in some like
Nice.
little cottage thing. Very nice. Out back though, and the woman in the shop commented on me paying with my watch because they're contactless, like
Yeah,
not Stone Age, but I don't think she's seen someone pay with their watch yet.
right, okay.
And then her dad was just like, yeah, like
Look at this hipster.
no, about the watch, and I was thinking, I mean, I'm ready to make that transition. I was sitting thinking, like, I watched a couple of YouTube documentaries about people that have, I think it's called biohacking or whatever.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
have put a
seen
chip under their skin.
Yeah, they're dicks.
I'd have a chip.
You wouldn't.
I'd have a chip.
You wouldn't.
Why?
Because
I don't give a shit. Like, you get a piercing, I'll have a little chip under my wrist
no,
or
it's
on the
nothing
back
to
of my
do with
hand.
that. It's nothing to do with the pain
No,
or putting it in.
you
No,
can't
no.
see it.
It's
It's
nothing
like your
to do
dog.
with that. It's nothing to do with that. What it's to do with is, let's say, me and you go to the football,
Yeah.
right? So you seen what happened at Anfield last night? Did you see that?
Yeah.
You seen it on the news with all the fucking flares and the bottles being thrown
And the bottles, yeah.
and all that shit, right? So let's say you're, what's it called? Well, the football might, because that's a big crowd. But let's say you're around a load of people, yeah? It might only be a few people. You're just, it's me, you, walking down the street. We see some guy run up and bottle some girl.
Yeah.
Or some other guy and run off, right? We what's it called? We're witnesses to it or whatever. But let's say,
So we witnessed a crime or as such.
or let's say we didn't witness. Here's the one: we didn't witness the crime because it happened down an alleyway that we were walking past.
Yeah.
The guy down the alleyway hasn't got a chip. We've got a chip.
Yeah, but the chip.
We
This
don't
is
see
the
the-
level of the chip, though. This
But
is
it's
what you're on
tracking
about.
you. Of
No,
course
no, no.
it's
So
tracking you.
I'm not on about a tracking chip. I'm on about a chip that you link, like.
Your money to, or
Yeah,
whatever.
no, that has near field. It's called RFIDs or something like that. What you fucking cards got? What your
Right.
credit cards got?
Right. Okay.
Just so like it opens doors, it pays for stuff. It basically is just like anything that can read a near field identification, some or another it's called. Then that can read
Right,
it.
but whoever's selling you the chip, you don't think they're backdooring it with fucking.
No, because you can buy a wand. You know what I mean? And you like people can get wands and they rub it over your credit card. And I think it's more. I mean, it's obviously a bit more encrypted than this. It's not just like, oh, there's your number 754 or whatever. But there's a number, you know what I mean, or a set code that comes that's emitting. You know what I mean?
Right.
So then that code that's emitting, I can just program a load of things in my life. Like if I had, like I wanted to buy a door lock that unlocks with Wi-Fi, but it was like 200 quid, and I couldn't stress to her how it would change our lives enough for us to invest 200 quid into it. So
Right.
no, I want a new carpet or something like that. So I was like, all right, fuck, I want this fancy door, but yeah, all right.
For here, for the
Yeah,
studio.
for my front door.
Oh, I've waited for the studio.
No, so like it's the front door.
Can we get retina scans for the studio?
Yes.
Like Dexter's lab up in this bitch.
But like you come to your front door and you can ring me and go, Josh, I'm at your front door. You know what I mean? Like, can I borrow this? Or, I mean, just to let you in. And I'll just go on my phone and it's Wi-Fi connected and I can just
So
click.
say you and Lucy are on holiday.
Yeah, I can just click and it'll just open.
You know there's an emergency.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, you fucking fat thing. Oh, shit, I didn't turn the oven on.
Yeah. I say, batch, go round.
Go round.
Call me when you're at the door and I'll open it for you.
Right, okay, that's great.
Yeah. And then it also has near field, so you can get like a fob instead of having your key, and you just put the fob to it and it opens.
That's
Like we have fobs for work everywhere, like offices, depots, fucking gates, all sorts. You just fob into everything.
Yeah.
And that fob's got a like an individual code for each person, and they can say like such and such went in this room at such and such a time.
Right.
Which is
so
a bit
they're
big.
tracking you.
Oh my god, Ben.
No, but they are.
Yeah, they are.
So, but what I'm saying is, right, so
a key doesn't leave like a footprint, whereas this fob most
what
likely
I'm
leaves
saying
some
is,
sort
right,
of footprint.
say me and you work together.
Yeah, if it was GPS, right?
No,
but then
no,
your
forget
phone
the
is
GPS. Forget
So
the
imagine in the future where like police are like an incident happened at this pub, and we can triangulate and say that all these iPhones or all these smartphones were there at this time.
They can do that now.
Yeah, and they'd be like, right, we're gonna go talk to all these people that were in this pub.
Yeah.
And then you'd be like, I didn't see anything. It'd be like,
I was at the shop outside.
well, a woman got raped on the dance floor. You must have seen something. So,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, you're now a suspect. Dun, dun, dun.
Exactly. But the phone can be thrown away. That phone is connected to me, right?
Yeah, you pay for it. So, your provider is obligated by law to disclose who uses that phone.
Yeah.
If it was used for drugs or something, or was linked to terrorist activity, I think terrorist activity
But
is
I
the
can
one
throw that
like,
away and say it was stolen.
carries the
Can't
most
cut my
heat.
arm off.
Yeah, but you couldn't say it was. You couldn't throw it away and go, "Oh, it was stolen like last month, but it's still being used, and I haven't rang up to cancel it, or I haven't done blah blah blah." You could only throw it away if you've done something, say, in the last 24 hours.
Right. So the police triangulate it. A rape's pretty serious, and then unless you're the first.
And then everyone that's in that pub becomes a suspect, and then they'll have to
Yeah.
like whittle their way out. Yeah, I mean, I can see that happening now.
Yeah, but what I'm just
Like, oh yeah, I saw some guy run out, and he had a Nokia. I swear.
What I mean is, I don't want it. I
Untrackable.
don't want it connected to me, my physical being. Because my point is, right, you know, if you had it to open doors,
Yeah.
right, it doesn't have to be a chip. It can be your key fob, whatever it is. But let's say it's your
Yeah,
chip.
if you sellotaped a key fob round your wrist and was like, "This is never
Right,
coming
so
off,"
it's
it's effectively the same thing. You're just putting it underneath your skin.
Right, so it's under my skin.
Yeah.
I've got this key fob, and it's for work.
It's just for everything.
No,
yeah.
we're just saying it's for work
Okay,
for this
yeah.
example.
It's pretty sad. Yeah, but go on.
So, no, so
I'm that committed to.
yeah.
Look
So-
at this.
So we go in work,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And they can tell your number's opened a door.
Yep.
So say you've got access to everywhere. We're having a conversation, walking down the hall. I'm a lower position in the company, but the rooms aren't cameraed because every room isn't cameraed.
Okay.
You open a door for me to a room that I've not got access
Yeah,
to.
then I'm effectively responsible for
You're
you.
responsible for me. Then you nip the
and
toilet.
all your actions in that
You nip the
room,
toilet.
Yeah.
I shove a data stick in and steal all the company's fucking credit card information.
Yeah.
You're the one getting blamed for it. And there's no way that they can do anything except say, well, you were there. And then you go, he was there with me. And then you go, and then I turn around and go, no, fucking wasn't.
No, I know. Yeah.
And then they go, well,
Your word against mine.
yeah.
Type shit.
Do you know
yeah.
what I mean? So to have something attached to your physical being.
Yeah, but then
that
you're
can-
physically letting people in, like holding. You know what I mean? You don't hold
holding
the door
doors
for
open
people.
for exactly.
Like someone said, this is a bridge you're gonna have to cross when you go to pick up your kid from nursery. They're very amicable. If like, and I mean, this is just hearsay, what I've heard or whatever. But maybe this is only one nursery that this one guy goes. But he's like, whenever I go, they'll shut the door in front. You know, they won't hold the door open. They'll shut the door in front of me, and then I have to buzz in, and you have to prove like you're here to pick up a child, like give your name. I don't know if they have like
Yeah.
ID cards or whatever. And I guess they're keeping kids safe. Makes sense if you're gonna walk in there and go, yeah, Charlie's mine, take him away. You know what I mean? Like if
I
you,
had to
you
go
don't
pick
know
up my
anything
little
about.
cousins,
Yeah.
right? And at the time, my cousin was like something had happened. My cousin couldn't make it to pick up her kids, and I wasn't at work that day. And she rang her mum. She rang my mum. You know, rang responsible adults.
Yeah.
And then like,
and then you.
she was like, "Oh shit, no one can go." Tom, are you off work? Yeah, I can go. So I went down there to pick up the kids because she was panicked, and I forgot what had happened. But she was panicked. she forgot to tell me that there's a fucking password.
What, like a special word for the kids?
Yeah, so
So you look like
I
a
rock
rapist.
up and they're like, I'm here for Charlie and Elliot, and she goes,
No, you're not.
she goes,
What's the password?
She goes, well, what's the password? How'd you know them? I was like, they're my little cousins, like, you know, I'm just come to pick them up. The mum's had to rush off. Well, we haven't heard that anyone else is picking her up. She should have given you a code word. And I had to end up getting her on the phone.
Yeah, and
I was
saying,
stood
like,
outside the school for 20 minutes. Then I had to go get the password off her. Then I had to go back and give them this password. And then they had to get Charlie and Elliot. And then I seen them. Teacher looking at me and then going, do you know anyone outside in that line? It's like, do you know what I mean? I could see what she was doing to them, the twins. And then they were like, that's my cousin there. Why? And they were like, oh, right, well, your mum can't pick you up for whatever reason.
yeah, but we
just
can't.
we
like,
can't
we have to
send you out,
clarify.
like,
Yeah.
so
But the thing is, on
and then
the
they're
other
like,
hand,
you definitely know him, and he's definitely got this password legitimately. And these kids are like 8, you know what I mean? And they're going, where's mum? I don't know why my mum's not here. Like, do you know what I mean?
yeah, I want to go play over there.
Like, they're just like, yeah, well, that's my big cousin. Like, you know what I mean? Of course he's picking us up.
On the other hand, though, if
But I
the
understand
kids
the
have
other
been
hand,
taken away,
yeah,
and
or
then,
I could be. I
we
could
let
be.
some weird guy with a beard take him.
No, but I could be their cousin, but I could also be
Their cousin trying to take him and
because
whatnot. Yeah.
something's happened in the family and they're trying to get them away from their mum.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So they could turn around and go, because they know nothing about the family feud that's going on.
I said, yeah, a good percentage of like abductions are most probably family orientated.
Because
aren't
their
they?
cousin's my mum by blood,
Yeah.
but their dad isn't.
No.
Right,
So
so
if
they're-
you were their cousin on that side,
If I was their cousin on their dad's side and the mum and dad have fell out and the dad wants to steal the kids, and I show up and they're like, yeah, that's my big cousin. Oh, right, go on then. Fuck off with your big cousin. And then I just take him to the dad. Do you know what I mean? Like,
this is a responsible child carer. Fuck off with your big cousin then.
but do you know what I mean? Like, I can understand both sides of the coin,
yeah, yeah.
but I just don't like the idea of someone implanting something on me because
No, or judging you in. But it's
that I could get rid of that if I have to. I like having it about. I take it everywhere, but I could get rid of it.
so I'm saying like so now in the real world. Well, I'm gonna have to shut every door behind me if I use my key fob. I don't. I'm just like if I let someone else in, you know, it's like at gates at depot. You know what I mean? You leave these gates open and then all of a sudden, but they've mostly got cameras and shit.
Well, they will
so-
have outside, but I'm saying not every room has a camera.
No, but I guess I don't know. I mean, if it was tops, if there was shit in there that you could get to, you know what I mean?
It's also gonna eliminate. Let's say they start putting these chips in people. Like, is
Well,
it?
they already are. There's like documentaries.
I
There's
know,
people that
I know,
self-elect themselves to do
biohackers
it. Yeah.
Oh fucking hell! But let's say
Why are you so?
because I just find these people a bit weird.
There's one guy that's got an eye.
Yes, I know. Just look at him. What are you? You're not.
Yeah,
an
because he can't see.
he's not an X-Man,
No, but he can't see, so he's got like a bionic eye that like. Oh no! Wait a sec.
mate. They're not building bionic eyes that make the blind see. Don't
no,
lie
right?
to
No,
me.
no. The guy has only got one eye that's functional. So in the other eye socket, they were trying to build him an eyeball
That moves.
that that records, so that he could record what he was doing, and trying to see if people couldn't tell that it was a recording eye and was just like a normal eye.
Right.
Because like in
Now,
In
what does he
time-
need that for?
because it was just an
Special
experiment. No, it
wanks?
was just an experiment to see like you know what I mean. If they could create an eyeball that looks like an eyeball, and
But records.
but
video.
records, yeah.
That's-
So like we could go, you know what I mean, somewhere where like no cameras, but then you take that if you haven't got an eye.
Look, shit. Technology's amazing. I
it's
love
gonna
technology.
be. Yeah.
I love technology, but I don't like the idea of fusing humans with technology if it's not 100% necessary. I.e., if we build robotic arms that can do all this shit, right, and be powered by my mind, and I lose my arm to a chainsaw accident at work, but I don't bleed out, and someone goes, "I can give you a metal arm, and it'll do this, and you can use it properly, and you're not going to look like fucking Captain Hook,
No.
and we can make it skin coloured if you want, or you can have it as a cool cyborg arm. It's up to you."
You end up like
I'd go with the cyborg arm, to be fair, but that's not the point.
like Will Smith.
Yeah, the point is that is, to me, is a necessary technology to help humans. Being able to pay a bit quicker without my credit card by putting my hand on a machine, it's fixing an inconvenience that isn't there.
Do you know how liberating it is though to go out for a walk or for a run.
And then what, a coffee?
No, and just have your watch, and you can go to shop and buy something. You can, if you got your wireless earphones, you can just listen to music off your watch, make phone calls off your watch.
Amazing.
It's not like I'm not liberating, all right? That's sad as fuck, but
I'm liberated.
I'm
liberated for you.
I'm so liberated.
Feel free.
But you can just. It just feels cool. It's just like,
feels
yeah,
cool.
this
And
is
look, it's cool.
like everything I had before is now just on my wrist.
It's cool.
Soon it'll just be inside my body.
No, but it won't, will it?
soon
Because
it'll-
you're still going to need a screen.
Yeah, I guess, unless it can implant. You know, you have them
Mate.
like a overlay. What you call it?
Mate, if they start fucking with your brain,
A
man,
wireless
you fuck it
overlay.
off.
What you call it?
Screen, like contact lens.
That's it. Yeah,
Mate, if they start doing that, you fucked. We're all done. That's it. Game over.
and it just like puts images up.
It's game over.
Why is that game over?
Because you've watched Black Mirror.
Yeah, you
They
get
had fucking contact lenses.
that recorded everything.
Yeah,
he did,
and they
yeah.
ruined everyone's lives.
I know. Well, it didn't ruin his life. He just got a bit obsessive, and he was right. His missus was cheating. The hoe bag,
Right?
filthy hoe bag. I'm
It
joking.
ruins people. It'll ruin people's lives.
Ruined.
It will ruin people's lives.
It was a bit disturbing when they were having sex, and then they were just playing like the best sex moments, back
Yeah.
to themselves.
Mate, it's all fucked. Like, it's madness. You don't want to be merging with no technology.
Don't you feel like if you're in like a past relationship, like that time you spent together, you've got memories and shit, but you don't have like an atomical like recollection of what happened. It was more like, yeah, we had a good time. I can sort of remember that.
Right.
But then with that thing, it's sort of like I've documented every little thing we've done.
Would it not-
And can rewatch it over and over again. So you think like an obsessive relationship, like if you were in a breakup, you could just rewind and go, she was so good to me.
Do you know what you could do, though?
Yeah.
What it could do
And then download it and just fucking sell it. Like nothing's gonna be private.
what I'm saying is, in a positive note,
Mm.
you could.
If everyone doesn't know what we're on about, this is an episode of Black Mirror where they basically like got a contact lens that can record everything they can see, and they just like keep it all in like this chip in the back of their mind, and then they can replay it on like AirPlay it to TVs or download it,
Or
and
just
they can
watch it in
replay
their own brain.
in their own brain. Yeah.
Right. So the only thing I could see it being good for is like it could make you very introspective.
And you could review like
So you
social.
could, yeah. So like, say I fucking, I don't know, I cut someone up in traffic, called them a cunt, and then it ends up in a fist fight. We're just going ridiculous.
Yeah.
But you could then look back at that and be like,
That's where I went wrong.
yeah, this is where I went wrong. I won't do that next time. It could be very introspective and helpful in some ways, but at the same time, the invasion of privacy is too much for us to give up.
But do you not think there is?
But
It's just
no,
not-
because what they're doing is they're coaxing you into it. They're getting like normal-minded people like you to feel fucking liberated because you haven't got a bit of technology in your pocket. It's now on your wrist.
Yeah, I know, but,
But
it does feel cool.
I know it's ridiculous as when you said liberated that you then went, that sounds ridiculous. But in your head, that is a feeling you're having.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But so what they're doing is slowly coaxing you into the point when everything's traceable and privacy's dead.
Yeah, like I don't know. How much privacy are you going to we trade off privacy anytime you download a free app on your phone,
Right.
it's not free. You trading off privacy. That's it. End of.
To watch adverts.
No, and like in them terms and conditions, it's going to be something like we can use this analytical even that sleep app. That sleep app's free, yeah?
Right.
I guarantee they might not know, it might just be client X or client B or whatever on a big scale, but it's going to be this guy it might be able to, I let it onto my health thingy in it, so it's going to know that I'm male, my age, my weight, and whatnot. Whatever I log in that health app, it can
Right.
have access to.
Okay.
So it can, do you know what I mean? It can go to like a Casper mattresses or whatever and say we've got this download of
This guy's not sleeping well.
a million people and their sleeping patterns trending against their age, their weight, and where they live in the world or whatnot. Do you know what I mean? And that information is invaluable. Like
Invaluable to companies.
Yeah.
Right.
So they've got like
But what
you
I'm
said, the
saying
same
is,
reason that people went into Cambridge Analytica.
but that isn't what scares me. That isn't what scares me. I'm not really asked how many adverts get thrown at me.
Yeah, but that's there now. That's there now. Like that's already happening in your life.
Right, yeah, but I'm not asked. What I'm asked about is the invasion of privacy
So what
on
else is
private
different?
things.
Like what?
Right, so
Because how can't this know? This can most way.
this knows my fucking heart rate and everything because of my watch, right?
Yeah.
This thing right
yeah,
here.
Yeah.
I can throw this away tomorrow.
Yeah.
Nobody knows shit about me anymore.
Yeah, but they knew up to that moment.
Right, but that's great. But that doesn't matter because I'm not connected to it.
Yeah, but then you could just take the implant out.
No, if I put this away and never use it again, and I don't log on to my previously used...
Yeah, then it'll stop recording,
Right,
obviously.
so then what are they using my info for? Because all they're using my info for at the moment, really... I know the police can trace your calls if you're involved in a crime and the little things I was talking about earlier, right? But what are they actually using my information for? To try and get more money out of me.
Yeah, more money out of everyone your age.
I know, but forget that. I'm just saying, me personally, all they're trying to do is get more money out of me. Whether it's to sell me, we've got a mattress where if you're slightly overweight and snore, this mattress will help.
Yeah.
Right? You'll have a better night's sleep. But are you getting under 5 hours of sleep a night and you look at your phone and go, yeah. You know what I mean? And like,
well, it's not even that. It's more just,
But what I'm saying is they're trying to sell me shit. Like, I talk about things, I see them on my Facebook. It's real. It's real. 100% real. My wolf shirt thing the other day. I'm telling you right now.
I'm just going to start thinking about one product, like, not say it, not, like, do anything.
Mate,
don't
not
search
reading your
it.
fucking brain.
Just think about this product every second of my being and then wait for the advert and then be like, you're the ones.
Right, what I'm saying, though, is that the invasion of privacy stops the minute this stops. You put this down.
Yeah.
Right? If you've got augmented chips...
How much privacy is it? We're all hoeing out our privacy.
Yeah, but that level of privacy doesn't bother me.
You're hoeing out your privacy for Flappy Bird.
Right, but I don't care. Because it's not... That doesn't affect me. I've never in my life...
Yeah, but then Flappy Bird might go somewhere else and blah. Like...
Yeah, but
I mean,
what?
Well, someone could hack Flappy Bird and take all the shit they've got on you.
Right, so someone knows my name and my age.
No, because like Facebook, they didn't tell everyone that they were mining all their calls and their texts and everything
Right,
they said.
okay.
Do you know what I mean? So how, if Facebook are doing it, how aren't other apps doing
But
it?
what are they holding me over the barrel of?
Well, they just, they get all your phone numbers and your contacts and they use them in telemarketing.
Yeah,
That's
but
like the
I'm
basic
not
of it.
arsed. What
That's the
I'm
basic
talking
of it.
about is privacy as in personal privacy.
I don't know. They go right. Bring up all the numbers, all the contacts we've mined from all these people that downloaded Flappy Bird. Not got anything against Flappy Bird. I heard the guy that made it was a cool guy and he got rid of the game because he didn't want to make all this money off it and he thought it was just a daft thing and he was like, I'm going to cancel it and then someone else bought it off him. But all these people that downloaded Flappy Bird and we've mined all their contacts, mass search, none. Right. All them numbers go on the list of, call for PPI, call for whatever because all the people are more... Are you worried about your... I don't know, have you got payment protection insurance on something that you did? Because now, like, yeah, maybe I have, and then all of a sudden they give away some more details and then they're in or something.
I get that.
And then your nan's getting targeted.
Right.
My nan gets hella calls. It's just because she's fucking arsey as shit. She's like, why are you calling me at this hour? Like,
Yeah.
Lady, it's 4 p.m. Yeah, get lost.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is at the moment, the privacy breach...
But I'd be seething if someone took my nan's number off my phone. But I'm sure 10 apps have done it already.
But what I'm saying is the privacy breach at the minute is only a privacy breach on data, right?
So how do you know that? Like I put blue tack on my webcam. Not scared to say it, and it's not because
there's cell tape on our laptop.
And it's not because I'm like jerking off or like fucking right in front of my laptop.
Yeah.
I mean, I can do what I want in front of my laptop, but it's just because I think there's most likely all that. Like, I think most likely your microphone on your phone's on the majority of the time.
Of course it is. It has to be. How would it pick up Hey Siri?
Yeah, and I think that maybe your camera's on most of the time.
What I'm saying is that camera screen is going to be very boring. It's going to be a lot of you just
until it's
dark.
Until it's not.
But what I'm saying is, if this chip goes into your head, right? You personally, Josh Cherrington, cannot take that out. You have to
go somewhere and take it out.
No, you have to go see someone to take it out.
Yeah.
Right? Well, so...
Yeah, but I'm talking about a near-field chip. I'm not on about something that's going to infect my brain.
I'm talking about the fucking future.
Yeah, all right. Well, then there's going to have to be clear boundaries.
There won't be, Eddie, because there's no clear boundaries now.
Yeah,
and then once you've given up, you've given up your entire privacy. You've not only given up the data you put on here personally, you've given up your fucking freedom because you're giving up your viewing of the world,
You
your
sound
own
like an
viewing.
anarchist, mate.
No, but you're giving up your own memory, your own viewing of the world. You're giving up everything that makes you, you. As soon as you accept a fucking chip that's going to read what you think, read what you say, record what you fucking do all day, you are giving up your entire being to,
So you're
to
gonna
the
be
machine.
You're gonna repeat this to one of your grandchildren, or if you decide to have children, or someone else's grandchild in a pub, and they're gonna be like, "Shut up, you old coughing dodge."
I'm telling you right now, I would never have one. Never. 100%.
You're like my dad when he said he'd never have an iPhone.
No, because I've got no problem with technology that I have control over.
Yeah, but he couldn't comprehend what an iPhone would do for him until it did what it did.
Yeah, but I have control over this.
Do you though?
I am controlling what this does. If I was really concerned with what I say on a day-to-day basis, getting me in trouble for anything, right? Or if I was really concerned with how I was operating on whatever. So let's say we're selling drugs, right?
We're selling them drugs.
So me and you,
good shit.
me and you've got a fucking meth factory in a camper van. Just as I've seen Heisenberg there.
Breaking Bad stuff.
Right, so me and you've got a meth.
Am I Jesse or am I Eisenberg?
You could be Heisenberg because you've had your head shaved more than me recently. Right, so we've got a meth factory in a camper van. Now, the obvious answer would be, we think this might be turned on at all times. Yeah.
So put them in that bag that
So put them in that fucking
blocks all the what you call it.
We just leave them outside in the car.
Yeah.
We don't need them in the factory while we have a conversation about the meth we're dealing.
What if I want to look at dank memes though?
Well, you go outside to your fucking car. You're in control. If that chip's in your brain, you're not in control.
Yeah, I know.
You could be held accountable for your darkest thoughts that you have.
Imagine
on
in
a
the
real
future,
weird
it's
day.
like your missus is like, should we? You want me to blow you? And you're like, wait, let me just cover my chip eye.
Do you know what I mean? Fucking putting a pirate patch on before a fucking head.
Let me cover my chip eye and my chip ear. You're both going at it like this. The government can't see me.
I just don't want people to be able to you. At the moment, you're only susceptible to what you put on the internet. If you've got someone monitoring you 24/7, you're susceptible to everything you think, say, and do, and that's fucking scary, man. Because you will have weird thoughts, and you don't.
I have some weird.
And you don't even have to believe in
thoughts,
them.
yeah.
You don't even have to believe in them.
I think I conceptualized it to. I think it was like my brother or someone once, where I was like, I set myself like little challenges in my head, and he was like, I do that as well, and I was like, I think everyone does like random shit, like what would happen right now if. Where were we? I think we were on the top of Snowdon. I was like, what would happen right now if I Spartan kick this old... Like, there was like a woman. She wasn't
On
old,
the
she's
edge,
oldish.
yeah.
I was like, how would everyone react if I just Spartan kicked her off the side?
I've walked past. I've walked up fucking... Like, walked down track, you know what I mean, at work, and thought, what'd happen if I just tried to touch the train?
Ooh.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not going to.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
But, like, there's a part of me that goes... What if it just ripped my arm off, or if I could touch it light enough that it doesn't hurt?
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? Or like, would it friction burn me?
Yeah,
And I have these thoughts, but then you have these thoughts about other people.
Yeah,
Like, what happens if I
random
just
shit.
fucking like you're driving through Manchester, and I know fucking terror attacks have happened, but you just like, sit there and go, what would happen if I just turned right into that traffic there, or right into those people? Like, and you know what would happen, but your brain does these things because that's your brain. But imagine you fucking...
I was in a squirrely way when we come back from London, and I was like, this real weird hangover, and I was looking outside the train, and I was thinking, what if it derailed and I lost my arm? And then I looked down at my arm, and I could picture myself not having an arm and like blood spurting out like in a cartoon fashion,
Yeah.
and I was like, because I was hungover, like my mind was just susceptible to weird thoughts.
You can freak yourself out, and sometimes it's nice to freak yourself out, scare yourself a little bit.
Yeah, it makes yourself feel human.
Yeah,
Human.
but if you being held accountable, imagine you have some real fucked up fucking thought. You're not in control of them, by the way.
Yeah. Like
You can't be held accountable for thoughts you have.
No,
you
no,
can only
no.
be held accountable for your actions.
Well, the defendant thought that it was appropriate to look at the shop assistant and think what had happened if she asked him to blow him right now. So he's susceptible to rapist actions.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Or like, I might walk down the street and see a girl with a fucking fire arse or something, and I see it.
Ooh,
I clock it.
hashtag me too.
I clock it. Sometimes my missus clocks me clocking it,
Hashtag
and I
me
get the
too.
look, and I'm like, oh shit, yeah, you caught me. Right, but I don't get. But I could imagine the thought that goes with that. Oh, fuck me, that's a nice arse, right? Or sometimes there's like, do you know what I mean? You have like some thought about sex or whatever with some random person, and you might not. You're not thinking, fucking hell, I'm gonna go over there and chat her up, or I wish my missus wasn't here.
Yeah.
You're just thinking because that's how your brain operates, and you could then your missus could go, I seen you looking at that girl's ass. Let me look at your thoughts. Do you know what I mean? Fucking bring that back up and let me know what you were thinking.
Yeah, rewind that, yeah.
Rewind
What was
that.
your internal monologue right
yeah,
then?
and then it's you going,
And it's just like, Aruga!
and you're like, and she's like, fucking loser. Like, do you know what I mean? And you
She has a responsibility to service her man.
do you know what I mean, though?
Yeah.
Can't have it, man. Can't
No, I
have
know,
it, so
I
don't
know,
get
I know.
nothing put in your skin.
Could be there now, though. You know, like PIs, and they, like, snoop about and take photos of people cheating.
Yeah.
Imagine, soon there's got to be something like an online PI where it's just like, yeah, give us his IP addresses or whatever, and we'll see what he's
They
been
already
looking
do
at.
that.
Mm.
But what about this? You're walking down the street, yeah?
It's on power. It's well easy to clone a phone. It
Yeah.
took like 2 seconds.
Yeah, Valdez did it in seconds. Man.
Did it in seconds, and she got all the texts that he got. Most like nudes coming through, all sorts.
Yeah.
Phones aren't safe, man.
But what about this? So you're walking down the street, you look to your right, bloke getting off for a girl, think nothing of it.
But in a face recognition, if that goes up somewhere or whatever, and then they
Yeah.
like search and like,
And then the missus like, oh, just face scan what everyone's seen today, you know, because you might have you might be, let's say you
there might be like, you know what I mean, right now I'm not in privacy, so anyone can see what
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
seeing
yeah.
type thing. Yeah.
So
Because we're all up for live stream, and I reckon some sickos that have like them Snapchat stories that are fucking, you know, when the dots become fucking, I think you can have 100 dots or whatever.
Yeah.
Is that Instagram or Snapchat?
Yeah,
it might be
whatever.
Instagram, and then they have all them little dots at top, and it's like maybe they've been somewhere that's memorable. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? But then some people would live stream their days, I reckon.
yeah,
Like we live stream this podcast, we think what we're saying is mildly entertaining for people. But
we fucking use Periscope in a car coming back from Old Trafford.
yeah.
So we might fucking go, do you know what? Boom, like when we go.
Let's live stream what I'm seeing right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, oh, I'm about and about, and then someone could just like you said,
Local
like
live streams. They
image
click it,
search.
some girl spots
someone's
it,
face,
and it goes, fucking hell, that's Karen's missus.
holding
or-
hands with someone else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you could ruin someone's life inadvertently.
But you don't think they've ruined their own life? by being
Technically, yes,
a
but
filthy hobat. I'm joking.
technically they've ruined their own life. But the
Would you like it done to you? I don't know.
no, it's not even that. It's just the fact that nobody should be having their own privacy because it's not illegal.
No.
Nobody should be having their own privacy ruined by other
Compromised,
people.
yeah.
Like I've seen it on fucking now with camera phones where a nightclub's put pictures up and then
Yeah,
I've seen an
yeah,
argument
yeah,
on it
yeah.
and it's like,
Darren, you
Dad,
said you were.
Darren, why are you in the background fingering some fucking fat girl? Do you know what I mean? And you're like, fuck me, Darren, you've fell unlucky there, lad.
Yeah, when we were away on the apprenticeship, and there's like a load of lads, and some lads would be like, one lad had this classic saying where his missus never thought he went out. He'd always like call her. He'd be that guy who was trying to take that photo, you know, with the napkin be out like, I'm just in bed, babe. But he'd always call like, oh, I'm going to bed now. And then he'd come out on the lash and he'd be like half pissed. And then someone would take a photo and he'd go, don't tag me. And he'd become, don't tag me. This poor guy was like had a nickname, don't tag me. And you knew who he was. Do you know what I mean? Hilarious. But now tagging is just, you know what I mean? I go on my phone.
Do not tag me.
And it says, oh, you have 100 pictures on your phone of this person's face.
Yeah,
So if your phone's telling you that, people could do them Google searches.
someone can.
Yeah. Your face is on there. It's like Tom, 42 photos or something. He's in 42 photos on your phone. You can just scroll through the photos you're on.
Yeah.
And you go to the bottom of it, press play, and it plays a nice little montage
Yeah.
of like the
So-
photos you're in.
Shared memories.
Hmm.
But it's weird, isn't it? Very
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah. I don't think it's we truly value how much it's in our lives until it's too late, and then someone's gonna be like, yeah, bro, it was always there, and then you're just gonna be like, oh, okay.
But
They were always doing that.
at the same time, that shit would have got R. Kelly caught.
Go on then. You wanted to speak about this. Let's have it.
Mate, R. Kelly is a fucking Jimmy Savile-esque nonce.
So what's this? What was the documentary?
It's called Sex, Lies and Videotape, and it was on BBC.
And
It's on iPlayer now.
And R. Kelly is known. I haven't
It's
watched
called
it, so I'm
R.
gonna
Kelly.
have to watch it. Yeah.
sex lies and video.
He's known to be a bit of a a bit of
Paedophile,
a-
mate.
Yeah.
He's a full-on nonce.
How old?
Right, like 13 upwards. Like 13 to 16, but in America it's illegal until you're 18.
Is it?
Yeah. Mate, some
Statutory rape.
dark shit going on.
Like what?
Like he had a fucking sex tape with a 14-year-old girl.
Yeah.
Apparently the documentary maker, obviously I've not fucking Googled it, but the documentary maker went, you can still find this online. Because it got leaked. The sex tape.
So why he hasn't had charges brought up against him?
Because she bailed out on court. Didn't want to press charges.
See, that is a. I mean, when are we going to get rid of the stigma behind? Because that's why a lot.
She bailed
I
out
mean,
on
I
court,
bet a
man,
lot of-
because he paid her off. I guarantee you that.
Yeah.
I guarantee you.
And maybe she was okay with what happened, and she just wanted that payday.
Yeah.
And I mean,
I guarantee you a dad or someone, like a parent, had been like, look, we could go to court. It's going to drag your name through the mud. Or we can just fucking talk to his lawyers.
take this money and be
Take
happy.
this money, leave this out,
Yeah.
and just be...
And at least we've had some sort of
and,
recourse.
and we can move on, and you can do whatever you want with the money. But if we just drag your name through the dirt, and then something goes wrong, and he doesn't go down for this, you're gonna look like a liar. It's gonna ruin your life worse than he already has. And it was like,
And I don't know how I feel like whether that is bad or good. I don't
know if it's bad or good for the girl or the family, I suppose.
Because in
Like,
theory, he should be stopped from doing that again. But then if you take it by case, then what is the best interest of the victim in terms of like...
the best interest of the victim, for me,
It was to be to stop it
is
happening
to be
again.
able to give a completely anonymous, like, I'm not showing my face, you're not reporting my name because I'm so young in court,
Yeah.
and he's still going down.
Yeah, but then what
and then
happens
I
if it
get my-
leaks?
Well, yeah, I suppose, but her name might have leaked now anyway because there was a fucking videotape of her.
And then what happens if it actually didn't happen and then they get
Well, there's a
they get away
videotape.
without any recourse?
There's a videotape.
Yeah, but that videotape, you know what I mean? Like, as a judge, you can't until you've seen the tape and you can justify who's in it and whatnot. I mean, if it's like
So
I
R.
mean,
Kelly.
like, bright white and it's like, hello, my name's R. Kelly. Hello,
No.
my name's...
It is R. Kelly though, man.
All right, you haven't seen the tape, mate?
No, because they showed you a still. They showed you a still,
Yeah,
like...
Photoshop, brother.
Right, okay.
You not seen the maps where you can put faces on people?
No, obviously. But anyway,
yeah.
mate, he was like... They went talking to like his old tour managers, producers that he'd worked with, all sorts of shit.
Yeah,
And people were saying like... He used to go to McDonald's and just pick up random fucking school-age girls. And he had one in Chicago where he lived,
Yeah.
a McDonald's that was fucking like 200 metres from a school.
Oh.
Because he knew that girls from school were going there after school. And then one guy, this was the line of the documentary, and he was like, in R. Kelly's mind, if the girl's got a big booty, she's got a big booty. And basically he was saying, because he didn't want to fully say he's a nonce,
Yeah.
but basically he was alluding to the fact that he didn't care about how old they were as long as he thought they were attractive. And it was fucking like, it was dark, man, it weird. Like, and then like, the guy was saying like, you know, all his songs are dead sexualized and everything, and then he's like, I used to love that shit when I was younger. The guy who done the documentary said, I loved R. Kelly, man. And he's like, and now I look back at it after making this documentary, and he's like, I don't know how I should feel about his music because
Clean my ears out.
because I mean, like, because what he's saying, like, if he's talking about women, made him a bit of a cool guy and a
Yeah, but
baller. And a
Who
pimp.
are these women that
But
he's
these
talking
women,
about?
he
Yeah,
said, but we're pretty sure, like, these were kids.
Yeah.
It seems on like Jimmy Savile level, and it's just waiting to boil over to where
One person
person goes, fuck it, I'm telling the story, and then next minute,
bang, bang, bang.
boom, we've got ourselves an
200
American
cases,
Savile.
Being protected and whatnot.
Yeah, man. That was.
The Savile thing has made me, I don't know how I feel about it. Like, because,
I listened to a podcast about it.
you know what I mean? Like, if it was a local hairdresser and there was a Savile working there and everyone at the hairdressers had kept his name, or one person at the hairdressers has kept his name under wraps, you wouldn't really go and use that hairdressers again. But I listen to BBC all the time. But should I be upset with that company Like, well, then should I be upset with the government because they've shut up paedophiles, or should I be upset with everything and just sit in a room on my own and go, they're all fucking pedos? I don't get it. Like, what is my... How am I meant to stand on... How far am I meant to take my personal recourse?
Think every generation we get slightly further away from being animals.
Right.
In a sense of, like, our animal instincts or urges or whatever get slightly dulled down every generation so I'm not defending any of this, but I think that the generations maybe, because you've got to think Savile's probably 3 generations above us. What was he, like 80?
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that someone in the BBC can just be like, yeah, well, he touches them kids.
No, but what I'm saying is that I think laws like the age of consent back then, you know how, like, you used to be able to slap your wife?
Yeah.
Right? And then they'd show up and go, well, what did she do? They wouldn't just show up and go, you've just fucking banged your wife, you dick, and put you in prison. They'd show up and go, well, what was she doing? Oh, what was that? She won't cook your tea. Oh, case closed.
Bang.
Do you know what I mean? Slap her again.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is that back then, and this isn't defending any of this because it's fucked up, but I think back then it was more of a victim blaming culture.
Yeah.
So it was more of like, people were sort of going, well, those young girls knew who he was and they wanted it because of him.
His status, maybe.
Do you know what I mean? It's like,
but no, because they were way young, man, and it was...
No, but I don't think any one person knew the full extent of what was going on.
There's got to be people, but
was
maybe he had shit on people that knew as well, so, like, you know what I mean?
think there was rumours flying around about things, and they were like the Barry Bennell shit. They were just sort of nudged aside, because if you look...
There's that guy that came out that said, like, I called him out on it and the BBC fired me or something. Yeah.
But, like, I think back then there was loads of, like, people that were sort of like, it's just what Jimmy does. Because I don't think they thought he was fucking raping dead bodies and into necrophilia. He was into necrophilia, by the way. Like...
Did you hear that then? Or was that...
Yeah.
Alright, go on.
And, like, I don't think they... I think one guy might have heard that say, oh, that girl Jimmy took home to his fucking caravan, because he lived in a caravan and drove around the country in it.
Yeah.
Fucking weirdo. But he's like, oh, I think she was a bit young, man. Like, but then he brushes that as a side of, oh, I don't know if she was or she wasn't. But then he never says anything because Jimmy Savile had so much power and influence that he's like, well, if she wasn't too young, then I'm fucked.
Yeah, you're just driving.
And this is just a hunch. It's just a hunch that I thought she looked a bit young. And, like, nobody actually knew the full story because he was always moving. And he was he was hanging about the London one. Then he was hanging about BBC Northwest. And he was dicking about it. Do you know what I mean? And, like... Literally
dicking about.
And, like... And then he was I mean, as much as you look at him now, in hindsight, and go, how did no one know that guy was a nonce?
Yeah.
Looking at him, you've got to think, if this man's running marathons and he's paying for hospitals, like he's paid.
Like you said, he's lying in pockets. You know
he paid for Stoke Mandeville Hospital to be built, like with charity money he raised, and then he was going around there and he made sure it was a fucking mental institution.
Mate, I don't even want to fucking... It makes me shiver.
He had keys.
It makes me shiver.
Keys to these hospitals.
I know.
And then there was apparently...
He's like shipping them away to parties and shit.
He had people shipped onto these boats where they never came back from boys' homes at Borstal on Jersey. And he had fucking high-level politicians flying in.
Just Google Borstal stories. Like,
I know, it's dark, man. It fucking freaked me out. This podcast I listen to, shout out to it, by the way, because they do great work. Like, in terms of just the level of...
You have to send me this, the episode.
Those conspiracy guys.
Yeah.
And they just... The guy, I don't even know his name, man, but he makes 6-hour podcasts. It's like... he'll break down conspiracies, and sometimes he believes wacky shit. But then sometimes he doesn't, and sometimes he's just having a laugh. But he breaks down like stories, like Savile or
like to a molecular level.
He gets everything you can find on the internet, and he presents it to you in like a 5-6 hour documentary that you like listen to for an hour. Then you're like, fuck, I can't listen to any more of this shit. I need to like a break.
It's like an audio book.
I need to go see some sunshine.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
And then you're like, oh fuck, I need to know what happened next. And he's fucking brilliant, man. He's an Irish guy. I forgot his name, but those conspiracy guys. If anyone wants to hear any of this shit, because he'll talk about
What's it called?
those conspiracy guys.
Right.
But he'll talk about like the Illuminati. He done one about Bigfoot, and half of it was just a joke. But then he was like, but then he was going, but there could be a big monkey. Do you know what I mean? Like that's not outside.
And then you're there. I reckon you hear all the jokey bit and was like, and then he went, there could be a big monkey, and your eyes were like, there could.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Though, and like it's good, man. It's good. It's a really cool podcast. But I don't want to dwell on fucking nonsense. Do you know what I mean?
No, I'm gonna have to cut this short. I'm sorry.
Are we?
Yeah, I've got big shit going on.
We're not even done the UFC.
Oh man, we haven't.
Shit, man.
UFC 223 was probably the most like
Biggest card this
hyped
year.
one this year, man. Fuck me, Max Holloway is a beast for taking
Quick
that
picks.
fight.
Quick picks, main fights. If we've got to break it short.
Where are we going from the top? Z top.
Z top.
Nurmagomedov.
Khabib.
It's Khabib time.
Khabib.
Time.
I'm going Max.
Oh yeah,
Max
fuck
shocks
off.
the
I'll
world.
take it.
I'm not betting
I'll
on
take
it.
all day.
I'm not betting on it. I've got this funny feeling, like the Mike Bisping fight when he beat Rockhold, that Max is gonna go shock the world.
People were like, no chance.
Yeah.
No chance.
Right. What about Rose and
Khabib time.
Joanna?
Time. I don't know. Joanna seems very within herself. All the interviews she's done, she's like, I'm free. I shocked the world. Like, she's just like not phased by the fact she lost that last fight. She's like, oh, the weight cut was terrible.
I think
blah, blah.
I think if Joanna turns up like the Joanna we've seen loads of
She's
times.
like, my chin hasn't gone. I had so many fucking Muay Thai fights.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? She's just like, she does not think at all. She thinks it's a fluke. Like, my mind was off. My weight cut was terrible.
I think
blah.
we see a repeat of what happened when Matt Serra knocked out GSP.
Right.
And Joanna comes back.
I think Joanna pieces her up.
I think Joanna comes back, keeps the distance, and murks her.
I think
And
that's
I like Rose, and I really like Rose, but I think Joanna is gonna fucking leather her. I just think for something like she's just gonna come back like angry, like that buzzsaw that we used to see. And Rose ain't gonna
just
handle
back
it.
her onto the cage like wah wah.
Yeah, the leg kicks are gonna be fucking stabbing in, and she's not gonna.
She does that Muay Thai like grunt as well.
Yeah,
doesn't she?
yeah.
She's fucking nasty, man.
Mate, that's what I
Nasty.
think. And then
Luke, my missus came down. I was watching the press conference last night, and like it zoomed in on her face, and she's answering the question. And Luke came round the side of the door and went, "Well, she's Polish." Like, just looking at her face, I was like, "You racist bitch."
but yes, she is.
She's just categorically.
Go on, what's the other?
No, Pettis versus Chiesa.
Isn't there another big one?
Oh, we're going down it.
Alright, Pettis versus Chiesa.
I think a quality bet for you is Pettis, Holloway, and Joanna. No, and Joanna.
Yeah.
Because I think Rose is favourite.
Pettis, Joanna. Oh, mate, I'm going to put a tenner on that shit right quick.
Yeah.
I'll send you the odds later.
Pettis, though, I feel... I don't know. This is like make or break style shit.
I think you'd be getting 4 or 5s on Max.
You reckon?
You should be.
I mean, it's a fight.
5 days camp.
And then you got...
Mate, if Max stuffs a couple of takedowns and starts striking, starts fucking drawing lines on the floor and stamping his feet.
He ain't stuffing one takedown.
What happens if he fucking just drops one on him as he's coming in and Khabib gets hit like Michael Johnson hit him?
Yeah,
But then Max just goes to work.
Khabib had a bad weight cut on that one.
Yeah, but Max is Max, man. He's
Oh,
a
sorry,
fucking
I've missed out.
I knew we'd missed what?
Moisiano versus Qatar, which I
don't know.
no, I'm not really too clued up on them two fighters. And then the next biggest fight on the card is Caceres versus Lobov.
The GOAT, mate. The GOAT.
Oh, the Russian goat.
14-14 is the most ridiculous record.
What a guy.
The GOAT.
He's just riding Connor's coattails, isn't he? You see them getting that altercation.
I think the GOAT wins.
Oh, it's amazing. I hope Caceres beats him because I fucking hate Lobov. I love the memes, and I think the meme scene will go fucking wild if he wins. But
I've got Max winning, Connor getting in the ring. We set up the rematch. Money falls from the ceiling.
Connor's not coming. They say he's not even going to bother. When he holidaying in Syria, which is like a really strange place to holiday. I like Quinta versus Felder.
I like Quinta.
I say Felder. Felder's a fucking monster,
I
man.
know, but I like Al.
I know, I do like Al. Then you got the fittest Polish woman versus Felice Herrig, which everyone's like into Felice, but I think she's a bit strange looking. Carolina Kovalova. Cole makes some mouth noises. Borg versus Moreno. That Moreno looks like a child that was beaten.
Does, doesn't he?
Sinister. Lozon's on it, isn't he?
Joel Lozon's still doing the damn thing. Just turns up all the time.
What other fights are... That is just a nobody fight. Don't give a shit about them two. And then this Russian cat that... I can't even say his name. Fuck me. Magomed Sharapov.
Magomed Sharapov. If you put a bit of a Russian accent on, you can get it
You
wrong.
seen Khabib's crew bouncing round? They are fucking scary motherfuckers.
Yeah, loads of people from Dagestan that were all used to wrestle bears.
Scary, man. And then you see him... Lobov didn't shy, though. He just had this... he had the golden snitch. The golden snitch there, and him, like, just separating him from a load of Dagestani foot stomps.
Mate, like, just talk me through this a minute. Max looked bigger than him.
Yeah, well, he's 171 when they got the phone call.
Max looked bigger than him.
171 when
he
got
walks
the phone
around at
call.
200, though.
£16 to lose. Who walks around at 200?
Khabib.
Yeah, but Khabib was most likely coming into the weight cut with like £10 to lose, maybe
Right.
less.
Max still looked bigger and
Yeah,
taller
he
and
is
wider.
taller than him. You don't shrink when you lose weight.
I don't
Wider
know.
because he's like, you know, that skinny, like, wide shoulders type. Mate, he's going to look very small on the floor.
I think Max beats him.
He's going to look very small when he's got that Barboza 10-foot stair,
I've
like
ju-
200-foot stair.
I've
Sorry,
got
just like,
visions of Max
not again.
murking him with a fucking...
I'm going to get beaten up by my other half here.
Right, let's go.
But no. UFC 223, man. It's worth getting in an argument for your missus over. It's worth pissing your boss off. It's worth calling in sick. It's worth all them things times a million. Kick your nan in
It
the
was
teeth.
worth it more when Ferguson was on the card.
Bro, no, this is different, man. I feel like this is like bigger than the Ferguson.
Champ 2.
Yeah.
Coming to a beach
Max-
near you, mate.
Max
That's Hawaii.
Max can make, you know, he can make history.
And then what do
here.
we do if
Conor versus Max on the moon? Let's do it.
Conor versus Max at Croke Park?
Yeah.
Do the damn thing at Croke Park, for fuck's sake.
Is it Notorious or the Blessed
I
Era?
want 100,000 fans at Croke Park in the middle of August holding umbrellas up because it may rain, while Max and Conor have the fucking fight of all fights to who is the double champ, real champ.
No, we construct two boats that are half of arena each, and we sail them from Hawaii and Ireland, and then they meet somewhere in that ocean. Is it the Atlantic?
Just loads of Pacific Islanders and loads of drunk Irishmen.
Pacific. They meet in that ocean, and it sort of like conjoins, and then they fight, and then all the fans party afterwards, and we'll pretend we're Irish.
Yeah, well, I'm 35% Irish.
23 and me.
No, Ancestry.com.
Ancestry.com.
Yeah, the real deal.
The real deal. I'll have to do it, man. 60 quid. I was going to pay 60 quid to see what my dog was. Where you like sort of... you have to harass...
Bulldog. There you go. I've just told you.
Yeah, give me 60 quid. You like harass your dog and like scraping inside of his mouth, and then it'll tell you what breeds are within it.
Right. Okay. They'll just come back.
Imagine if you just come back wolf.
Just comes back American Bulldog, and you're like, I knew it. I knew it because he's an American Bulldog.
I'd be like, OP, you know, like you've got this much of this in you. Like he won't give a shit, will he? He's still
No,
gonna.
it doesn't mean anything to you.
He's
He's
still gonna
still
bite
your
me
dog.
when he wants his ball back and fucking bark at me when he wants to go for a walk. It's not gonna make me look at him any different, but
No,
meh.
but I'm partly Irish now.
Yeah, you will say that. I thought you said that on Paddy's Day, like.
Yeah, I did. I
UFC
drank enough alcohol to do it as well.
I know. UFC 223, guys. Fuck me sideways. Watching it live. You're gonna be watching it live.
Hopefully.
If we can sneak you away,
Yeah.
we're gonna come away and like wrap you up in your duvet and just like waltz off with you,
Yeah.
like we're on some sort of sketch show.
Just while she reads it, that's snoring.
Maybe one of them guys, you know, that gets paid. He pays all his friends or pays a company to come and kidnap him so he can go away with the lads. Oh, they must go sideways.
Fucking hell.
Need to do something like that for someone stag do. That'd be sick.
What, kidnap your friend?
Yeah.
All right.
Tell his missus you're into it. You know what I mean? Then they do that, don't they? Like take you to like
Brazil.
Pay companies like if you go on stag do's, like somewhere like I don't know, Hungary or
Oh yeah, I've seen that
whatever,
where they
Prague,
pretend
and
it's
then they kidnap you and pretend that they've, and then all your friends are behind the screen or something. And when you've like pissed yourself and crying and no, please don't show. I don't know.
yeah. Then your mates
Don't cut my
walk
hand
out.
off, and then
all
all
your
your
mates
mates like
walk out with a
"Oi,"
beer.
throw a beer at you. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you like, you motherfucker, I'm going to wedding.
You're not my friends anymore. I feel like between us lot, stag do's will get fucking strange.
Larry.
I best go, or else I will
Right.
never have a stag do. Right? Yeah, this has been the Educated
You'd
Apes.
be paying child support instead of seeing the kid at this
Yeah,
rate.
CCS or whatever it's called. Oh, bro, my phone's run out of battery. I can't even do the fucking outro.
Right.
This has been the Educated Apes podcast. You can get us at www.educatedapes.com. Educated Apes.
Can't keep doing
At
that.
Educated Apes on Twitter.
Yeah.
On the website. Watch UFC 223. Let us know your picks. We may set up a pick site for the
Pick 'em
fans.
league. Yeah, we should do a pick 'em league.
We should
for
do
the
that,
fans.
shouldn't we? Really? But no one interacts with us, so we don't even know if you're there. So who gives
Yeah,
a
it's
shit?
like we're just talking into the abyss.
Into the abyss. I mean, we've not even got a desk anymore. This place is a fucking pigsty. Fire's not on because it's summer, so it was a waste of money.
This shed's going to be here more than a year. What do you mean? It's going to be freezing on Saturday night.
Yeah, it is. UFC 223. We won't post anything. We won't come back for another couple of weeks because we're lazy as shit and we have things to do, people. So yeah, screw you. It's been Educated Podcast.
Yeah, keep it real and all that.
See you later. Peace, 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 peace.